about to be on some real blogging stuff right now. I'm about to be on some real talk with these niggas right now. Anybody that ever not donated to the channel, anybody that ever said something wrong, anybody that never joined the 100 mob, you already know what time it is with me, dawg. For real. Know what I'm saying? I'm tired for real, dawg. That's why I ain't been gone, nigga. That real talk, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So get your little sister, man, and tell her to stop twerking on Snapchat, nigga, straight up and down, nigga. Your father, Sean Cotton, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, that's how I got it right now. Shut! Nigga, straight up and down, nigga. Nigga, go. And listen to Tiffany Evans albums, nigga. Huh? And listen to Yuck Mouth Half Baked album, nigga, straight up and down, nigga. You frilled neck lizard face ass, nigga. Now, we want to talk about Master P situation with Wack100, man. Now, you already see what happened. You already know the past incidents of what he said pertaining to Nick Cannon. You already know the whole fiasco. We're not going through this. But you see what Wack100 had posted, man. So he had responded back to him, even doing the diss about him. You see what I'm saying? Now, you see the fans just getting at him at this point. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to Wack100, man, he don't get no love up on the internet, it seemed like, man. But we got to call a spade a spade. So what we here to do is point out some of these comments, but at the same time, we got bigger things to talk about, man, and bigger fish to fry. And what I mean by that is everybody keep on having gripes about what Master P is doing and his net worth and everything like that instead of soaking up the game that the man got to give. It don't matter what he had, but if he had it and he touched it before, that means he can show you how to touch at least a quarter of what he touched. You see what I'm saying? So Wack100 at this point, of course he's eating, of course he's doing good for himself, of course he managed a lot of artists, but the fans is not having it, man. And everybody respect Master P, so at this point in this stance in the game, it's something that Wack100 is not, you know, shouldn't be doing. It shouldn't be in his repertoire to do, because like he's gonna lose at this point, bro. You know what I mean? It's like Master P got too much love in the game and too much respect. You know, when you talk about him getting the game from people like Jay Prince, and then he's sitting up here in Richmond, California, you know his history with that in the Bay Area, and then for him to take the game back to New Orleans. I mean, what can you expect from an OG such as Master P to not still be good today in life, bro? He still got his chips right. He still got his things in order. Now, Wack100 now, he's had too many problems with too many artists. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, man, we can't sit here and we can't ignore that. It's like he comes up with a problem with a lot of artists, and it loses a lot of interest within, you know, not only the comments when he posts stuff, but like fans when he put out, you know, as far as product with him and certain artists, because like he'll sign artists, but the artists up under Wack100 only pop in the earlier Wack100 times when, you know, before he did less talking, if you notice. But then when you go along and you start getting at people like Master P at this point and stuff like that, it makes you look strange in the game, and that's all I'm saying. So we should take that into account, and we should look at all that, because we can't sit here and we can't ignore it. We got to call it what it is. I mean, just go through the people. You know, when we talk about him and YG, you know, that whole situation. Then you got to talk about him, and you got to talk about E40. You know, you got to talk about that situation about Nipsey and Wack100. You got to talk about that situation. You got to talk about Tupac and Wack100. You got to talk about that situation. You know, you got to talk about Jim Jones in the recent situation, and the reason why Jim Jones went over there with Big U. Then you got to talk about him just speaking on any and everything up on Clubhouse. So at this point, we got to look at Wack100, him being 50 years old, whether he right or wrong. If you're going to carry street politics and be even in street politics, then what people saying is the 6ix9ine interviews and you doing things on business ventures as far as going against the code of the streets and then calling it business afterwards, this is why the fans is on you. You see what I'm saying? Now, me personally, how I feel about Wack100 is he doing whatever he going to do to stay relevant and to get that money and, you know, to keep pushing buttons. So can he win this whole thing with Master P? I'm going to let y'all be the judge, man. I'm out.